What's up, guys? I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling pretty low energy, so I'm not really gonna be that energetic. I'm just gonna be looking at price action. So watch for as little or as long as you want. But yeah, I'm listening to music. As always, can't play the music because I'm gonna get copyrighted. But feel free to listen to your music. Honestly, I don't know how, but Justin Werlin was listening to his Spotify today on his stream. So I don't know. There's got to be a way to do it because I've seen Speed do it now. I've seen Justin Werling do it. I just got to do some research into it. But as of right now, I just got to keep playing it safe and not play music on my stream. But I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it, to be honest. Anyway, once again, I'm honestly feeling very low energy today. So sorry about that. But we're just going to be doing a chill review of the market here and yeah, just looking at what happens. Hopefully, learn something. So, let's plug this in. Okay, what up, Kirk? Good to see you. So, wow. What an interesting day, honestly, guys. There'll be a lot to learn from today because, like, what happened and why? Like, I really want to dig deep into what happened today. What up, Shady? As I was just saying, guys, this is gonna be more of a chill stream. I'm honestly feeling pretty low energy. It is what it is. I don't want to hear your music. Hey, that's all good. That's why you can listen to your own. That the stream's set up perfectly just for you, Kirk. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Was the microphone set up? All right, all right. Let's buckle up. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot to learn from today. Um, Honestly, this kind of looks like a mess, but we'll try and figure out, make sense of it here in just a second. So, yeah. Once again, guys, I am listening to my own music. Can't play my music on stream. I'm gonna get copyrighted. I don't know how Justin Werling and I Show Speed do it. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna play it safe. Okay, so where should we start today, guys? I guess let's open up the folder. What trade I took today? Um, I'll show you. So how did your hero do, Mr. TGR? That's what I want to know. I don't think he's uploaded it yet. So this was the trade, Shani. We had a 90-minute SMT. We popped above 730. I entered on the retest of this. And what I failed to see is that we actually swept out sell side here, which I should not have traded against that. Luckily, I went break even. But you can see I entered on the 30-second change of state out of the 5-minute BPR. And I luckily went break even. Once again, important thing to note was the sell side sweep. This was actually a 2022 model to the upside. No, Maddie lost. Oh, man. Rip. That's no fun. Why is trading gotta be so hard, guys? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, but basically what happened is I missed that whole idea of like the buy sell side sweep here, and had I had seen the sell, actually I wish I honestly took the 2022 model to the upside that formed right here with this gap. But yeah, anyway, it's not that big a deal. I guess let's start out with that. You know what? That's a good spot to start. So there was a really nice 2022 model today. I wish I took advantage of it, and we're gonna go over it. That's the first thing we're gonna go over today, because that's the first thing I'm thinking about. This was FOMC. So, if you saw the bullish 2022 model today, put your hand up. Put your hand up in the chat if you saw the bullish 2022 model today, because it was beautiful. And for all the people who are saying there's no opportunity in pre-FOMC, like it's not true. There is, but you have to really understand what's going on. So first of all, we ended up getting S&T with this low, right? Now, at the time, I wasn't convinced that we had to go up, but I marked out this S&T. So here's the first S&T. She was looking for long. She told me after FOMC. Oh, dang, man. Yeah, FOMC price action was booty. So, okay. So, first things first. With midnight, right? Oh my gosh, look at this. So this is the first confluences. Look how perfectly we take midnight. So that tells you what? That tells you that it's a clue that smart money might be long, because we literally perfectly took midnight. That's your clue. That's your first clue. Then what's the next true open? 730. We're below 730 as well. So we're below we manipulated midnight. We were below 730. Okay. Raise your hand if you guys saw the 2022 model. I'll show you guys in a second. All right, so we had this S&T. Bro, I gotta let it switch to the next song because it's playing on repeat. All right. So first things first, this high time frame S&T. And then we ended up getting low time frame S&T on the 90 minute. So why is this a 90 minute S&T, guys? Because low between 6 and 7:30, and then low between 7:30 and 9. Actually, now that I'm realizing it, I actually think it was only a partial 90 minute. Still nice S&T though. Right, so 90 minute S&T with these two lows. And then we also ended up sweeping out midnight. Okay, so this, we're starting to frame everything out here. Did anyone see it? Did anyone see this 2022 model today? Because it actually was really nice. Now that I'm looking at it though, this was a partial S&T because it wasn't with the true low of the quarter. So let's put in a little note box here. So we were below 7:30 true open as well. So there we go. So there's manipulation. What's nice about this manipulation? Right, this manipulation it goes into the low of the dealing range. So check this out. Yeah, so look, right? We swept out these lows into the sweep partition. And then we break structure here. And what happens? We get a fair value gap. So the difference between this and this is a fair value gap, right? It's an implied gap. So this gap forms where? It forms within the FVG partition of the dealing range. So, liquidity sweep into the low of the dealing range. Break of structure. Or displacement. Honestly, I'm just going to start calling it displacement because I don't really want to use the term break of structure anymore because that term is irrelevant, honestly. And then 2022 fair value gap right here within the 2022 fair value gap partition. 2020, so GB 2022 fair value gap. So you're starting to see how you could have taken this, right? Let's actually mark up. We could mark up break of structure like this. So we manipulate midnight. We're below 730. And then we get this break of structure. What's next? Let's mark out equilibrium, right? This was below equilibrium, and actually we could even mark out OTE. Wow. It was right at OTE. And man, people think ICT doesn't work, bro. Perfectly to OTE. I mean, if we marked it out from body to body, it actually probably will go to the gold one. Yeah. So I'm going to make a new template for this. But I'm going to call this OTE, but I'm going to call it ICT OTE. Because my OTE and ICT's OTE, they're a little different. And that's okay. But this is the regular OTE. Because it's basically taking the displacement leg and marking out OTE of it. So once again, from the low to the high of the displacement leg, we mark out OTE of it. That's like the regular typical ICT OTE. So all of a sudden now, look at how nice this ended up being, right? We took midnight, we were below 730, then what? 922 is next. We're below 922 as well. And you start to see how everything fits together like a puzzle, right? You start to see, wow, it was just a liquidity sweep, a break of structure, a fair value gap, an inducement of equal lows into OTE and then expansion. And then you start to realize, oh, wait, it's just a skill issue. We just got to keep locking in. So see how we induce these equal lows perfectly into OTE? Insane. So now things are really starting to get starting to look kind of cool, right? Now we have a liquidity sweep. Let's actually move midnight over. It's kind of in the way. We have a liquidity sweep, which perfectly took midnight with 90-minute SMT. We'll actually just call this partial 90-minute SMT for now, just for the sake of it. Partial 90-minute SMT. We get displacement above this high. Okay, what's next, right? We get a fair value gap in the GB partition, and then inducement below the low. And then where do we expand? Let's measure out the order block. Let's do from here to here. Actually, you know what? Let's do from here to here. Do you guys think that's the best one to use, or should we use something different? I'd probably just project it out 4. So probably this high right here. And we do go up to 7, but let's mark out the 7th actually. That's fine. Just gonna like to get in the habit of looking at what does a good trade look like, right? So we're below 730 true open. We're below 922 true open. What's the next true open, right? We have a 928 true open. We have a 951 true open. Alright. So 928 true open taken as well. So now you start to see how it all fits together like a puzzle. And then we go up 7 projections of the OB from the wick to the body. Actually, we go up 8. Or maybe we only go up 7. Yeah. So you start to see how powerful the 2022 model is, right? So, liquidity sweep, break of structure, once again, I don't care about calling it that. I'm going to call it displacement, right? Liquidity sweep, displacement, for value gap forms and discount, boom. And it forms that OT. So you could take it as an inducement of this low. I'd honestly put stop like in the CE of that wick. And then you could target, I'd probably target 4 projections of the order block there. Bang. Once again, for me it's a skill issue, right? I have a skill issue with catching it live. Doesn't mean that it's not there. Not an easy trade though. But yeah, below, we manipulated midnight. Then we were below 7:30. We manipulated 9:22. We manipulated 9:28. Then we expanded. And what time was this at? Yeah, 9:37. Yeah. Okay, 9:37. I guess it's a 2022 model. 2022, and then I'm gonna put in brackets I, meaning inducement. And then this is on the 1 minute, right? Or maybe I'll do 2022-I. I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, 9:37. Let's do -I. Let's do every single time I journal a trade, I'm going to do -I for inducement, -R for retest, -C for close, and then -J if it's like a Jan entry. All right. You really don't want to trade before high impact news, CPI or FOMC. Why, bro? You see this trade? You see this trade? Are you trying to argue against what the chart's showing? Because clearly there was a 2022 model here before FOMC. So why are we trying to listen to other traders tell us what to do when the market's going to tell us exactly what to do itself? Why would I try and fight against what the market's just showing us right here, right? 2022 model right here. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't just go around just putting your head in the sand, just saying, "Oh, the other trader said I can't do this." Like, then again, right? Price action the past 3 days has been pretty crap. But what I'm trying to get at is you got to think for yourself, right? Just because other people say something doesn't make it true. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm gonna take a break, guys. This will fail more than succeed? Bro. It's a nice 2022 model. We could even wait for line time from changing state out of it too, which is the cool thing about this. Man, it would be cool if that was a 369 time, was it? 20. Chill stream, guys. Like, why are you saying it's low probability, bro? 2022 model, if you know what you're doing, knowing what to look for, I mean, it's not low probability. You have to understand what's going on. So once again, we could take a change in state out of this too, which is kind of cool. So if you took this as a change in state out of it, ooh, this is getting good. This is getting good. Okay, let's say we took this as a change in state because we weren't confident enough in the original buy model off of this, right? So first we see this low get induced. Okay, next, where's the next entry? We're going to look for a 15-second change in state off of it. So that occurs right here. So I'd mark it out like this. And you bottom tick it. Can you bottom tick things like that with an EMA? No, you can't. It's only with ICT Concepts and Smart Money Concepts that you can do that. It just is. So let's make this darker because this, at this point, this is like our higher time frame PD array, right? We identified the manipulation. We identified that we broke this high here. We identified the range. We identified this as a gold block for value gap. And now we take our line time frame change in state retest out of this. And all of a sudden, we just went from, I think, like a 4-hour trade to, let's see, to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus R, right? Clearly we go up to 10R. Crazy. Just crazy. So I call this 2022 plus, where we take a change in state off of the 2022 model, whether that be on a retest or a close. So let's say we took this 4 projections up. Or, no, let's just say we took it 8 projections up. Let's say we took it 7. No, I'll say we took it 8. Bang, right? And obviously you could scale out. Oh, I gotta charge my laptop. No, dang it, too. Dang it. I'm sorry, man. That's not fun. That is not fun at all, bro. Yeah, but hey, every single loss is a learning experience. You gotta remember that. You gotta always remember that, man. Alright. So then, yeah, we go 8 projections up. So I would enter right on that, right on the wick of the change in state. Once again, guys, let's just be like completely transparent. What if the reality is these markets are so precise? Like if you entered like on that change in state wick and you entered aggressive, you could get 20 to 1 right there. But I'm not saying that's what we should do. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah, all my trades I take, I'm gonna try and be taking for real. So, like, I'm not gonna do any more alt account trades, if that makes sense, because I'm not gonna lie, guys, they're pointless. Like, why would I take a trade if it's not for real across all the accounts? Why would I do that? When I take a trade, it should be real and across all the accounts. So from now on, I'm not doing alt account trades anymore. I'm doing one loss, unlimited break evens and wins in New York, max, and then one loss, unlimited break evens and wins in London if I ended up trading a London session, which I'm actually considering doing because I don't know, giving myself more opportunity seems nice. So 940 2022 plus. Okay. As well, you could have entered on the change in state close here, right? We get a change in state off of the for value gap right there. So let's just say you took it like that, right? Same thing. So I'm going to call this 2022 plus dash C. I don't like that. I don't like the plus minus C. I'll figure it out later. It's not. I don't have to figure it out right now. I think I might just call those 2022 plus. What up, Minley? How's it going? Right now, I was just reviewing this 2022 model. We got an amazing sweep on the 90-minute cycle, perfectly purging the midnight open. Then we had another sweep here. And one thing I'm learning about change in states is literally every order block is a change in state, and every change in state is an order block. So, and every change in state creates an order block. So, normally I would mark change in state like that, but like this is also change in state, and that opens up a whole new world of opportunity, right? It's kind of cool. Okay. I'm gonna take another break, guys. But yeah, that was very interesting 2022 model. Very cool. Alright. If you guys have any, this is gonna be random, but if you guys have any crazy Mr. Beast type ideas, have a good night, bro. Sounds good. Gotta get back to work. Sounds good. If you guys have any crazy Mr. Beast type ideas for me, like that I could do to get views, I don't know. Let me know, because I'll probably do most things, honestly, because I just don't give a crap. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm still going to be on the break for just a second longer. Okay, let's look at what else we can learn from this. Man, I'm so glad that I learned that changing state of delivery can be just a normal order block. Because that, honestly, that makes a world of difference. It's like playing golf with, like, an extra long golf stick. Like, you don't even need to have a golf stick that long. It's a weird analogy, but... like, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? If you understand what I'm saying, you do get what I'm saying. Alright, I'm skipping the song. What the... okay. So yeah, we ran up back to all-time highs. That occurred afterwards. Let's go on the 1 minute chart and see kind of what happened within that price leg higher. Very choppy price action. I'm almost curious how the 15-second looks. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's anything obvious here. Alright, what else do we look at? That was probably the most obvious trade of the day, was that 2022 model. We then had price action during FOMC, which was honestly not that great. Hydra took this 1 minute short and got stopped at break even. Yeah, that honestly was kind of nice, that short there. There's got to be something to learn from even crappy price action. There's got to be something to learn from it. Like, I really don't believe in. Like, I really sincerely do not believe in market being random. I just don't. Like, sincerely, like, look. Right? There's always something to learn. If you look in the charts long enough, you will learn something. Like, for instance, here, right? We have an end dog. What happens at the end dog? I know this is, like, today. This isn't even yesterday. This is today. But we have an end dog. We ended up getting SMT at the end dog. Wow, 1930 prints. That's the Asia True Open. Calm down. Form SMT with it. Like, you have to admit, it's pretty interesting, right? 1930 prints. Push down. S&P pushes into this low here. Right here. But NASDAQ takes it. I don't know. There's got to be more interesting stuff than this, honestly. Let's look around. Okay, was there any easy 1-to-1 RR type trades, honestly? Honestly, no. I mean, eventually we got that expansion, but goes to show, like, these inversions, if you take these inversions blindly, they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. We can take, once again, we can go flow state off an order block, right? 3-minute order block. This is so fascinating. We can just go, okay, I like that order block. I like the liquidity below the order block. Let's take this OB. I mean, you can make a trade out of, like, anything. It's crazy. Like, it's like Minecraft. It's like, it's all liquidity. So if I just say, oh, wow, I like that liquidity pool. Well, let's see if we react off of this 3-minute OB. Oh, wow, we do? Okay. Let's wait for a line time frame change and stay out of it. Okay. 15 second or 30 second, whichever is your preferred. Let's do 30 second. And it's like, okay, I really like that liquidity, right? And then, yeah. Now, this was also the first presented for Value Gap, which is kind of cool. But yeah, today was difficult. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Hey, what up, Jill? Jack. Is that my name now? How's it going, bro? I'm feeling very low energy tonight. I don't know why. I don't know. Today was just the price action. You can obviously tell there was not clean price action. Jack. What up, Jill? It's why people like higher time frames, because you can get cleaner price action. Man, what else can we even look at? There's always something to learn. I do find it very interesting how you can basically find any PD array, you can take change in state out of it, and it'll produce possibly a good trade if there's good liquidity. And it's like, wow, that is fascinating. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm not seeing much from today. I think the 2022 model was the main thing. Maybe there's a 2022 model to the downside here. Man, I'm not liking it if there was. Yeah, we did end up sweeping out the low. We broke the high. So we did have that for value gap. We did have this for value gap. But none of this was really high probability price action. It's just kind of like, it's jumble. Like, I'm going to measure this out here. Why 22 instead of 30? It's just what makes sense to me, because why would I use 30 when it's quarters? So if 90 minutes are split into quarters, why would I use 30? That would be thirds. That's just what I would do. That's just what makes sense to me. That's what I do. And honestly, it's actually pretty accurate from what I've seen. So rebalance the discount. I don't even know what to look at, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is just, it's honestly not looking that obvious. Nothing does. So we took out Asia and London there. We took out London high there. Once again, this is a very chill stream, guys. If you're looking for energetic Jake, wrong stream right now. I'm not feeling very energetic, honestly. I'm just chilling. I don't know, guys. Obviously, we had the first presented for value gap trade. We can look at that more, but I already kind of looked at that. Like, I could pull it up again. So the first presented for value gap, we got a reaction out of it. This was the only other trade that I noticed from today. Was this. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, wouldn't this be the first presented for value gap? So maybe I marked it out wrong. Oh, that's... Oh my gosh. That is... Wow, that is sad. I marked it out wrong. Okay. I don't know, guys. It's just not good price action. We gotta learn from it, though. We gotta learn from that. That kind of annoys me. This wasn't... I thought this was the first presented for value gap. Maybe I'm I'm just not in the mood for this, man. I don't know, guys. It's tricky because, okay, I might go on a rant here. You know, you guys, if you guys are watching my streams, you probably know what it's like to grind your butt off every day. You probably have a clue about what it means to lock in every single day. And obviously, you know, I've been trying for over a year now, and it's like, it's exhausting, right? It's exhausting. It's exhausting, especially when over time, it's just like every single time you come back to the market, it just punches you in the face with a loss. And it's like, it just feels like you don't deserve it. But you just, you just got to keep going. And I don't know all the answers, honestly. I wish I did. I wish I could just be like, this the solution. Like, you just, but no, I don't know. I think you just got to keep going because eventually something has to cave. Eventually something has to cave and your life will get better. And I don't know how it works or what, but that's just what I believe, and so I'm going to keep going, but it's definitely exhausting experience in the life of a trader. I'm not going to lie, guys. It's just, I've been doing this 27 months, and it's like, it's exhausting. Hey, I've been struggling with staying focused during backtesting. After 1-2 hours in front of the charts, I feel mentally exhausted and can't continue. You could always just watch me, because I do backtesting sessions for free, and I just cover everything. So that's one way. I don't know, because it's weird, because this is not a normal thing, but like, it's not a normal thing, but for me, like, I actually enjoy backtesting. Like, I enjoy, like, looking for those like, the precision that occurs in the market and just saying, like, wow, that was cool. And, yeah, I guess I'm glad that I've been gifted with that, because, honestly, if I didn't like backtesting, I don't know what I would do, honestly. But, I think maybe kind of like what I'm saying is like maybe just like try and figure out a way to enjoy it, like enjoy the looking at the precision in the markets, seeing what happened, learning from it, seeing what didn't work out, why something did work out the way that it did, and just go through the charts, observe and learn. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel you there, bro. It gets exhausting. You gotta take breaks. I'd say take breaks, and come back, and that's what I do. I take breaks all the time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the expert, but by the way, where are you from, bro? I'm from Idaho, so live in Idaho. Yeah, I wish I had all the answers, bro, but unfortunately, why'd the camera freeze? Oh my. The camera froze. Oh my gosh. I don't know, guys. I think I'm either gonna have to restart the stream or end the stream. I don't know. I might end the stream, guys. I'm probably gonna end the stream. Oh my gosh. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying my best. Trading is hard. Trading is so stupidly hard, man. Alright. I'll talk to you guys later.